Recording started. Okay. I'm already started recording.
Done right. Okay. So when you open the new project, first you have to make sure that select that camera and check the position. So you have to keep the position like x-axis 0, y-axis 1 and z-axis minus 10 till you complete one or two projects. Okay, you have to follow this process. After that, the scene view, please make sure that this is like an audience view. So the audience can explore the whole scene by this angle, or they can look at this angle, like this. So don't confuse between this angle and what actually the camera is capturing. Okay, so in whichever the angle, okay, if you rotate the whole scene, that won't affect the output scene. Why? Because camera will be always focusing only the particular object. Okay, so don't confuse between these two things. And please make sure that, okay, if you select your camera, and the arrows will be like this. So this is the exact left hand coordinate system: x positive, y positive and z positive. Okay. Yeah. So now we are going to look at the manipulation tools. See, I have added two cubes. By looking the hierarchy, okay, I will immediately come to know that how many number of objects, okay, I have used. Okay, by looking the scene also, okay, you can't figure it out. Like if the objects are one on the other, then you can't immediately recognize that, okay, you have two or three objects. But if you look at the hierarchy, then here you will come to know how many times, okay, you have kept. Why? Because why I'm telling this, because uh, when you are developing a game, there you are supposed to collect the coin. Okay, so you're supposed to place only one coin. Instead, okay, if you place two coins, then by looking the scene window, okay, you will not come to know that, okay, you have two coins. Okay, it will be kind of a only one coin. But actually, if you look at deeper, then only, okay, you will come to know that two coins are in the same place. So if the player collides with those coins, the score supposed to increase by one. Instead, okay, the score will suddenly increase into two. So the tester will immediately write the statement that, okay, that is a bug, because player have collided with only one coin, but the score is increasing twice like that. Are you guys getting? So that is what, okay. So these kind of what identification is important. Are you guys getting? So you are not supposed to keep more number of objects in the same place. Okay, so by looking the hierarchy, okay, you can identify and you can move it like this, and you can keep it in the same window. Okay, now zoom in, zoom out. Okay, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, if you scroll your mouse button down, then that is zoom in. Scroll back, zoom out. Inside the scene window, if you want to go to any object nearby, then you can go with the scroll option like this. Scroll in, scroll out. Left side, okay, you can see the couple of tools. Okay, the first tool is a view tool, the hand icon. The first tool is a view tool. If you select the view tool, immediately, okay, your mouse cursor will be changed into hand icon. Can you see this? Once you select the view tool, immediately your mouse cursor will change into hand icon. So the use of this tool is you can view the whole world. Like how I selected the first view tool, then you just click inside the scene window, then you can move the whole scene like this. Can you see this? The first tool is view tool. By selecting the tool, okay, you can view the whole world like this. See? Okay, that is just for view. That is just for view. Okay, the second tool is a move tool. If you select that particular tool, that means using that option, okay, you can move any object from one place to another place. Okay, that is what the meaning of selecting this particular tool, move tool. So if you want to move any game object from one point to another point, first make sure in the hierarchy you select the respective object. After that, you please confirm in this icon you have selected the move tool. Means okay, the tool will be highlighted in the blue color. So if you select these two things, okay, immediately on top of the cube, okay, you can see this particular icon. This is one type of icon. The arrows are displaying. Na? Okay, this is a cone. If you look at very close up, okay, you can see this is a cone. That is not an arrow. That is a 3D cone. So if any object, okay, which is highlighting with this particular option means, okay, in this option you can only move that object. Means either, okay, you can move in the x-axis by pulling the red arrow like this, or y-axis. If I want to rotate in the, if I want to move in the z-axis means, okay, you can slightly change the view, like how I pressed Alt and left mouse button. I can slightly move like this. I can figure out the z-axis. So you click the z-axis and you can move like this. So first you should know to use these tools first. Move tool, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Yes. After that, okay, you can using the Alt key and your left mouse button. Okay, you should be very freely move around inside the scene window. Okay, don't get stuck. Try to understand the view between the scene and game. Game window is what camera is actually focusing, that will come as it is. That is what the game in the 2D panel. Like how once we taken the photo or the video, na, so it will become only in the 2D option, right? The photograph. So that is what the view of game window. So this is like, okay, you are just checking the view in a different angle. That's it. So now the first tool is a move tool. I mean the view tool. The second tool is a move tool. So selecting this tool, okay, you can move. Suppose if you want to rotate any game object, so that time you're supposed to select the rotate tool. The third tool is a rotate tool. Now the icon is immediately changed like this. Can you see this? Previously, okay, it was a cone arrow. Now it is kind of a circle. Now it is a circle. And the red color indicates x-axis, the green color indicate y-axis, the blue color indicates z-axis. Okay, don't get confused, okay, because these colors and the directions are important. And as I said, it is a left hand coordinate system. This is a left hand coordinate system. If you rotate your x-axis, the object will move like this. See, now I have selected this particular cube and I am moving in the x-axis. Can you see how the object is rotating? Forward wheeling, backward wheeling. Okay. After that, if you want to rotate in the y-axis, it is rotating like the fan, how the fan is rotating. Okay. And if you are rotating in the z-axis, clockwise or anti-clockwise, you just select any specific axis and you just drag your mouse. The object will rotate. The object will rotate. Okay. If you want to rotate multiple objects, you select both the objects together. Then the icon will fall or it will create in the center of these two objects. Now if you rotate, both the objects will rotate. You'll see. Can you see this? Now the next functionality is you should know to enlarge the object. Okay, because when you are designing any environment, okay, the height, the width is very important. Okay, you can't keep more height or more width. Okay, so you have to keep as per the aspect ratios. Okay, according to this room, okay, the character should be only within this height means, okay, you have to keep only that much height. Okay, So for that, in the icon, you're supposed to select the fourth tool, that is a scale tool. Once you select the scale tool, immediately the icon will get changed. If you want to move the cone arrow, if you want to rotate the circular icon, if you want to enlarge the size, this is the cube. See, can you see this? Cube arrows. Okay. So now, if you want to expand only in the x-axis, just click the red color cube and you drag like this. And you can ask, okay, why the cube is expanding in both the sides like that? Because the origin will be always come in the center of the object. So when you expand, the object will expand in both the sides together. It won't only expand in one side. Okay, so the origin will be always in the center of the object. So that is why, okay, when you are expanding, the object is expanding in both the sides together. Okay, so you can expand in y-axis or you can expand in z-axis like this. You can expand in z-axis like this. So after doing this change, I don't want all these things. Okay, I want the original position, rotation, scaling means you can go with Control Z. How you are working in the Word document. Similarly, okay, you can go with Control Z. Else, if you want to directly switch into the original position means like 000 in the inspector next to the transform, okay, you have the settings. Select that and click reset. You always keep this arrows to be looking like in this direction, then you start move or rotate, then only how you are moving in the similar way, okay, inside the game also, okay, the objects will move, so you won't get confused. Okay, see, this is the right angle, I mean left hand coordinate. Okay, this is the x-axis, y-axis. In this, if you select any game object, the axis should be like this. In this mode, okay, you do any manipulation things, then only similarly the output also you will get it. Else here, if it is like this, you will pull like this, and here some other different output will come, and you will be confused. Okay, you can see that up here you are moving in the left side, but here, okay, how come it is moving right side like that and all? Okay, you will get confused. So always you keep your you like this. Do. Okay, be very comfort with these tools. Okay, so don't feel that, okay, how come I can concentrate on here and all. Okay, so because if you are very friendly with these tools, you can create the level very fast. Okay, level in the sense of the environment, the big environment. You have to place many objects as it is like a library or a park or any big what to say, any museum. So you have to keep as it is like that, na? So if you doesn't have a practice of aligning with these tools, then it will be difficult for you to create a such environment. Okay, so now is this clear? Is this clear? Okay, just to try to select a different options. And one more thing, in the scale tool, okay, see, you are in the scale mode. In this mode, don't try to rotate or don't try to change the position. In the scale mode, okay, you have to only increase the size. Suppose if I want to increase the cube in all the three directions together means, in that case, you just click in the center of the cube and you drag, it will increase similarly across all the sides together. But while moving and rotating, okay, don't click in the center of the screen. You just click only in the respective axis. Okay, like moving, don't click in the center of the cube. Move either in the x-axis or y-axis like this. Even in the rotation. Okay. Generally, okay, you can rotate exactly or you can move the objects, you can keep in the exact position. So whenever you are getting a free time, okay, just to try to explore these tools. View tool, move tool, rotate tool, scale tool. Even like in the keyboard also we have a shortcut. After selecting the cube, every time, okay, you don't need to select the tools. Okay, using the keyboard also, okay, you can navigate. Like how? See, now I'm in the scale option. So if I press W, I can go the move tool. If I press E, rotate tool. If I press R, scale tool. So Q in the keyboard, Q is a view tool. W is a move tool, E is a rotate tool, and R is a scale tool.
Can you again? Q is
Okay,
the
W Q W E R. Q is view, W is a move
okay,
tool,
okay.
E is a rotate tool, and R is scale tool. Okay, is it clear? Guys, is it clear? Like this. Is it clear? So now if you want to add one more sphere, 3D object, add a sphere, will come in the center of the screen and you can move it like this. Okay. So now you guys know how to add a inbuilt 3D objects. So if you are keep on adding n number of objects, then you have to define a functionality differently. So this cube means okay, this is for some other purpose. That cube is for some other purpose. So that time we have to show the differentiate between the objects among the objects, right? So one of the easiest way to show the differentiate is what? You have color. We have three or four same cubes with same size with same color. But if it is the same color, okay, then if you show it to someone else, okay, he will say, okay, all the four cubes are same like that. Then I said, okay, no, that is not same. Okay, it is a different. So one of the easiest way to show a differentiate among all these cubes is color. By assigning the name is different. For that, okay, you should be a literate. Okay, you have to read and understand. But even that, okay, if that guy doesn't know to study, but still, okay, if you want to find out immediately means by showing the color code, okay, we can easily recognize that no, this is different, that is different like that. Is it fine or not? So now I have a objects. I want to show a differentiate among the objects. Okay, so for that we need a component. We need a component called material. So basically, those who are all working in the Blender software, you might be aware about the Blender. I mean the material, texture, all those things. Okay, so basically, when you are working in Unity, okay, you should have the knowledge of Blender also, the basic knowledge, because that file only, okay, you are bringing it over here and you are adding the features, right? So that time, okay, you should have the basic knowledge of that software as well. Okay, so basically here, as I said, if you want to show a color on top of these cubes, then we need a component called material. Okay, see guys, under the project window, this is the assets folder. Select the assets folder, right click, create material. Can you see this? Can you see the hierarchy? See, under the project window, first I have to create a material. Like how? Select the assets folder, right click, create, then material. Okay, once you click material, immediately under the project window, okay, you will get one small sphere. This is a new material. Material have created. Okay, so now this material is still highlighting with blue color. Means Unity is waiting for the user confirmation. For what? Whether you want to go with the default name called new material or you want to change the name. So that is why you can, that is still highlighting in blue color. But if you keep on going with the default name means okay, later okay, you can identify what is for what. So that is why here I'm going to apply or use this material for my cube. So let me change the material name as cube and I pressed enter. I have created a material then which was highlighting in blue color. That means okay, I need to confirm the name whether the default name is okay or whether I have to go with the new name. I don't want to go with the default name. Okay, let me change the name as cube. So once you're done, in the inspector, okay, you can find the properties of that materials. Can you see this? How many of you have done till this? Online users, are you guys following up? Can you able to implement it?
Yeah.
Okay. So select that material. In the inspector, you can see in the properties of the material. In that, you can find one property called albedo. So this is the color property. Okay. So you just click the center of the white color like this. The color window will open. Guys, listen. You guys just click in the center of the white color. Immediately the color window will open. Okay. So now in the color window, we have two shapes. One is the square shape, the other one is a circle shape. So the circle shape is to change the different colors. See here I can change a different color. The square face is to confirm the color. See, I can click here. Immediately the color which I have confirmed will be replaced over here. Yes.
Once more.
First in the circular view, okay, you just select the color.
Color, okay.
After that, in the square view, you just confirm the color.
Then
Yes.
I have to press.
Done? Yes, that's it. Change. See here.
Okay.
Wait. So once you select the color, now I want to make this color to be apply on top of the cube. Okay, so how to apply? Select this cube. After that, drag this material and drop it over here. Select the sphere, drag this material and drop it over here. Now, if you want a different color for this particular cube, what will you do? Now you want a different color for this particular cube. What will you do? We have to create another material. Then that material you have to choose a different color. Okay, don't try to alternate in the same material. Okay, if you change the different color like this, only in this places only it will be keep on update. Okay, it won't create a new material. So you have to create a new material. Like how assets, right click, create a new material. Then you can name it as cube 2, or you can just give a color of the name, red, green, yellow, or something like that. Now you can apply this. Done. Have you guys applied the color? Yes. So now someone can ask, sir, this is a solid color. Suppose if I want to show a mixed color or multicolor. Okay, we want to show a mixed color or a multicolor. Then how to apply that thing? Suppose in the browser, uh, gift box textures. I don't want to go with the solid color. Okay, I want to show my cube with this kind of texture has to be wrap up. Okay, if I want to apply this means, okay, what to do? Okay, so first you just right click, save the image as either JPEG or PNG in the desktop. Let me save this as gift box 1 in my desktop. Then this particular texture, gift box 2. Like that I have downloaded two image files. So generally that is a image file, but when you are talking about the engine, okay, this is a texture file. This is a texture file. Okay, see, once you download it, then you select these two image files, means the texture file, and drag and drop into the assets like this. You can't directly apply this texture file on top of the cube. First you have to bring everything inside your project folder, means under the assets folder. After that only, okay, you can use it, drag and drop. Okay, so now see, I have brought two image files. Okay, this is not an image file. According to this engine, okay, this is a texture file. Texture means what? Okay, that is a skin of an object. Texture means okay, that is the skin of the object. Now, rather than creating the solid skin, now I want to create the mixture color skin. Okay, so you just drag this image or the texture and apply here. So the color will be replaced by this texture file. Yes, done.
You have to drag the image under the asset folder.
Yes. It will drag that image to the queue. Is it done?
Second one is not coming.
What's that?
Let's check the two.
See, that is not a JPEG or PNG file, that is a GIF file.
Okay, done.
See, this is a web.
So that they
Delete
don't
it,
work.
it won't.
Sir, can you
See,
repeat again?
basically, huh?
How you drag that gift box card?
See, I have saved in my desktop.
Okay.
From here, okay, I have drag and drop inside the assets folder. Done. See, while downloading the image file, okay, you have to check the formats. It's either
Is
JPEG.
there a, sir, is there a different way? Is there any insert or anything? I think there is a,
Yes, sir.
this
Yes,
was,
sir. See, we have multiple ways, sir. See, if you are not able to
okay.
drag and drop, see,
Yeah,
can you see assets?
okay.
Assets,
GPG.
import new asset. In the desktop, you select the respective file and click import. See, once again it is added. Can you see this? Yes,
Yes, sir. Thanks.
this is one way. Else, you select assets, right click, import new asset, select this file and import it. We have many ways, okay, whichever is comfortable for you. Okay, basically, the thing is like, okay, you have to bring it inside your assets folder. Okay, so either, okay, you can import it through the menu option, or you can import it through the assets option, or you can just drag and drop. That's it. Is it fine, sir?
Sure, sir. Thanks.
Okay, sir.
Done.
Yes.
Okay. So now this is how, okay, you can show a differentiate. Else this texture file and all can be designed by the artist when they are creating the model. So that time they will create this texture file. And when you are using such models inside your project, okay, you have to take both the model file and the texture file together. And this is how, okay, you have to use it inside your project. Is it fine? So now I think all of you have clear till now, right? Okay. Now the next thing is control S. We are going to do a small activity because we have learned these tools: move tool, rotate tool, scale tool. Yes. And morning I have given one shortcut for duplicating the object is Control D. So you select any game object, press Control D, the object will get duplicate, and you have seen all these tools as well, right? Now let it be. I don't want to disturb this scene. Okay, here I have added some cubes. I have added on sphere. I have done some color things and all. Suppose if I want to explore something different, okay, I want to go with one more experiment or one more new exercise means you don't need to create a new project. You have to create a new scene. So basically, in the normal web development, okay, how we are creating a different HTML pages and through the code we are connecting, right? Similarly, in Unity, the same page concept only, okay, we are calling as a scene. So basically, the scene is a technical term which is derived from film. Scene means okay, some action is going to happen in that respective place. Okay, that is what we are calling as a scene. Okay, in game obviously, okay, everything is they are treating it as a scene. Okay, so file, click the new scene and create. I will get the new page or the new workspace to explore the different example. And once you create the new scene, immediately don't forget to save this scene. Why? Because whenever you are creating a new project, by default, one new scene will be there. But now, on top of that, okay, that scene won't be sufficient for me. Okay, I need one more scene. So I have created a new scene. Once you created, immediately save this scene. Like how? Control S. Control S. You select the scenes folder. You give the new name called experiment 1. The default name of the scene was sample scene. Okay, that will come by default whenever you are creating a new project. And I have done something. Now I want to export new experiment. So I have created a new scene. For that I have named it as experiment 1. Then you click save. The new scene is saved and created. The
Seven.
new scene is created. Yes, sir. Create a new scene, sir. That scene is saved, sir. Cancel.
Cancel.
File. New scene.
What is this?
Create. Scene is kind of a page. Like how in the web development, okay, we are having a different HTML pages now, and we are connecting with each other. Okay, so that is what. Here, that same concept will be considered as a scene.
No, that.
Now you
that's-
save this scene. Control S.
Okay.
Inside the scene folder, you give the new name. I have given as a experiment 1. Okay, now let me create one pattern. You guys carefully listen, and you have to create the same pattern in your machine. Because here I'm not going to teach the logical part. Okay, you should be very comfortable with the tool part. Okay, see guys, first I have created a new scene. The first and foremost thing is select the main camera, see the position values. It is 0, 1, -10. Yes. Yes. And select the double click the camera. Make sure the position, the move tool supposed to be selected, and that should be placed like this. Kind of a left hand triangle. I mean not left hand triangle, left hand coordinate system like this. After that, click outside, nothing should be selected. Game object, 3D object, click the cube. Cube is there in the hierarchy, cube is there in the scene window, but cube is not displaying in the game window. Means cube is somewhere else, the camera is focusing somewhere else. That is what the cube is not displaying. So what should we do? What we supposed to do? Select the camera, perfect, reset. Done. Now it appeared in the center of the screen, right? After that, okay, if you want to apply a color, you don't need to create a new color. Okay, whatever okay you have done previously, okay, that also will be available. Why? Because the whole engine was designed using C++ engine, C++ programming language. So in the C++ programming language, okay, two things were implemented properly in this. Not only two things, many things, but that thing, okay, we can literally feel reusability and security. Okay, reusability and security. See, now I have created materials which has a different color. So if I want one more object also to be look like with this color means okay, I don't need to create a different color. Okay, I can use the same color. See, I can just double click the cube. Okay, you will go to the close up mode, then drag and drop. You can scroll it back. Scroll in, scroll out, double click, scroll in, scroll out. Be very comfort with the scene window. Yes, I have kept the cube. Now following that, Game object, 3D object, add a sphere. That also I'm just resetting. After that, I'm just bringing up like this, and I have applied the red color. The sphere is little bigger, so I want to reduce the size. Like how? Select the scale tool, click in the center of the sphere, and drag. So it will reduce gradually in all the three directions. If you stretch in only one axis means okay, the sphere won't. I mean small mm, in all the three directions. Okay, it will be kind of a stretched. Okay. Now I have added the sphere, and I have reduced the size. Then you select the move tool. Guys, concentrate, look at the screen. Control D. Two spheres were created. So slightly move this, the x-axis and y-axis. Again, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. Just place kind of a circle. Okay, you have to form the sphere like a circle. Let it be. Following that, let me add one more cube. Listen and practice. Reset it, and you just pull little up like this. Apply any texture. Select that cube. Rotate it like a diamond. After that, select the move tool. Control D. Control D. Control D. Control D. Control D. Is this done? I want all of you to create a pattern like this, simple pattern. To get practice with the move tool, rotate tool, scale tool, zoom in, zoom out, alt, left mouse button, drag, double click any specific object. You have to remember all these things. Try to use the mouse. Give it.
Not
Anyone who, if you have done online audience, okay, anyone if you completed, okay, you can share the screen. Control D, and I told you to access only the red arrow or green arrow. Don't click in the center of the cube or sphere. You can't place it properly.
when I drag it, it's getting smaller, bigger.
No, because you are aligning in the z-axis also.
So what if I
That
do?
is why it is going front and back.
And full D maximization like what do we do?
Cube is there. Make sure that 0, 0. Okay. 11, 9. Perfect. Now, sphere. Okay. Then base. Okay. Then full vector line, only y-axis. Then okay. Then select the sphere. Control D. And
Okay, so
now Control D. Control D.
also only the one code name.
Yes. Just create almost create
All that is in the beginning.
rotate. After that, select the Control D. Then here okay, you just make it global.
What is global?
Global means okay, according to the global world view, okay, only x-axis is right.
Okay, okay.
Individually, if you look at this particular object, locally the object is like this, but according to the global view, just if you want to duplicate two things, then you select this two, Control D. Guys, while practicing the diamond, the last circle, after adding the cube, I have rotated. Then Please make sure in the scene window it should be a global one. Okay, not the global view. Okay, don't go with the local view. Local view means okay, the cube will be rotated like this, then it is very difficult for you to place. It should be a global view. Then you can easily duplicate it and you can move. Anyone who completed in the online, I don't know, or anybody who is facing any issue, any doubts, completed. Yeah, Chandrasekhar sir, can you share your screen?
Yeah. Anybody please, Gayatri, are you doing?
Doing, sir. Facing, trying out camera is not, I'm unable to fix it properly. So, trying and doing it.
Perfect. Yeah, who is Chandrasekhar?
Yes.
Prachi, Savita.
Prasad sir.
Next plan. Anyone who completed here? Done, sir. Are you getting? Done? Sir, online users they can't come on.
Yeah, outside campus. That is.
Any difficulties? Anybody who want to share your progression? If you are facing any issues, okay, you can share your screen. Okay, let me try to help you. Let's see. This sphere only. You look at this sphere. Uh, Position, let it be. Rotation, let me make. You take the green color cube. Okay, x-axis is 0. I mean, position is 0, 0, 0. Rotation is 0, 0, 0. Scale is 1, 1, 1. Okay. If you look at local, it will look similar. If you look at global, it will look similar. Now, this particular cube, I have selected the rotate tool and I have rotated. Now, the angle also will rotate. Yes or no? Okay, so if you select the move tool, now you will come to know the angle. Like locally the object is rotated, but globally x-axis, y-axis, z-axis is always same like that. If you concentrate on only the individual object, okay, that time it is rotated because of that, okay, the angle is changed. But globally, the x-axis won't come like this. X-axis will be always like this only. Y-axis like this and z-axis like this. Done?
clear?
Anyone else who have completed the task? Or is it really challenging? See here, so if you create the whole pattern once, and if you want to get a similar pattern once again, means okay, you select all the spheres together. See, you select all the spheres together, then Control D. Okay. If you want to go back, okay, you can press Control Z. Save the scene. Those who have completed, save the scene. We can go with the new experiment. Just check in.
So, Nizikar, I say you have completed.
Yeah, completed, but sir, I am unable to get the this one, sir, camera properly. So I thought to take the new screen and doing it.
Share your screen, ma'am.
Can you
Okay,
share your
because
screen?
Yes,
share
sir.
your screen.
I didn't apply the new, but only the color. This one says the camera, I am unable to move it properly.
If you look at the camera, see it is rotated in the X, Y, Z axis. Can you see the values?
Yes, sir. So I actually reset it and
Make
again,
sure the position should be X axis 0.
Transform.
ha, sir,
No,
reset it.
you don't reset. Okay, fine.
Control Z.
Y1, X 0, Y1, Z minus 10.
Okay.
Fine. So now, first thing, okay, you have to look at your camera. Okay, this is the position you have to keep it. Let it be. Now, select all the cubes.
On the
Select all the objects first, ma'am. Select all the cube spheres together. Because in the z-axis, you have adjusted. So that is the reason, okay, so couple of objects are coming in front. Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am,
sir.
ma'am,
So
ma'am,
I
don't
thought I will do it again. I will do it, sir. No issues.
you see, you're again selecting the camera. Don't select the camera again.
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Go to the cubes. Below the go to the hierarchy. Behind the yes, cube, yes, yes. From
Yes,
cube
sir.
1 to cube 5. Yeah, you select command. Press command key and select all. There only. No, no, no. Don't press there. Yeah, no, select the layers. You want to you press control or command key, then keep on selecting camera 1, camera 11, camera 12. Yes, camera 11, camera 12. All. Yes. All.
Yes.
Not all.
Yes, yes.
Select
Uh,
all the objects.
all objects.
Yes,
Now
sir.
select the first cube, press shift and select the last object. Select the first cube.
Before that,
Don't select individually. Select the only one cube.
uh,
The third one is then select that.
yes.
Wait, wait.
No, just click once there. Wait,
Yes, sir.
and press
Shift,
shift
press shift.
and press the last sphere number 3. Move the mouse down to sphere number 3. No,
Don't drag,
just press
move.
only once. Just no.
Can you see? Can you select?
No, the last one, sphere number 3. Yeah.
Now select the remaining objects also. All the spheres.
Yes.
Go to z-axis. Okay, you just give 0. Press to deal 0. Fine, leave it. Now you just click your mouse pointer outside.
Sir,
Now,
I will do it better. I will do it, sir. No issues.
better you delete everything. You start it
Yes,
from.
sir. I will do it because of something I
See, that is
left
what I
in between.
told.
I will do it.
If you make the first object perfect, then there
Sir.
is no point of adding many objects. Okay, you will be
Yes, sir.
confused
Yes.
more. Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir. Sure, sir. Okay.
See, now I have created a pattern and let me execute the scene. Okay, let me execute. Okay, how to execute? See at the top. Okay, we can see the play button, pause button. Okay, you just click the play button. Now my game is running. Okay, the Unity is executing this particular scene. But you guys can say, sir, we are not feeling so that there is no change at all in the scene. Yes, it is. Okay, you said that. Okay, you are running the game, but except the play button is changed into blue color. Okay, nothing. There is no change. There is no difference in the scene. Okay, so basically, in the game window, okay, first you stop the scene. Don't execute the game, guys. One thing very important, when you are going to do any changes inside the editor option, please make sure okay the play button should be always off. Don't do any changes when you are executing the application. Those changes won't stay once you stop the play button because all those things will be gone. If you want to repair a bike, it should be a neutral mode. Then only okay you can remove the wheel. Okay, you can adjust the screw, everything. When you are riding the vehicle, that time you can do the repairing. Na? Similar way here, if you want to add anything or if you want to update anything, please make sure that the play button should be always off. Now, in the game window, okay, you can find one option called play focused. Can you see here where I'm moving my cursor? You just click this drop down and add play maximized. Click play maximized. Why? Because I want to see some difference that okay, well, yes, I'm running my game or I'm executing my application. But in the previous mode, okay, I couldn't find any changes in my screen. Na? So now I have changed the play focused into play maximized. You just click the play button. Now something different, right? Okay, the whole thing was expand and I can see only the game window in the bigger screen means I have executed my game. So my game is running in the maximized mode. Now at least okay you can feel that yes I'm executing the application, right? In the previous mode okay it was a play focused, but now I have changed the play focused into play maximized. In this mode okay only the game scene will be focused and it is in the maximized option. Yes, after that, now one more thing, all the cubes and spheres okay they are just kind of a static object. Okay, response only. Response in the sense, okay, there is no changes in the physics, because all the objects are okay just hanging in the air. That is kind of a feel like this. In this, I have created a pattern and I executed. All the cubes are static in that respective places. There is no changes in the position, or there is no changes in the feature wise or functionality wise. Okay, that is kind of a static object. Suppose if you want to make any game object to behave like a real world object. Real world object in the sense, okay, if you take this phone and if you keep it in the air, it won't stand in the air. Okay, because this particular object has certain mass, certain drag, we have a physics, we have a gravity. Because of that, okay, the phone will go down till where it reaches the surface. That is how the normal game object will behave. Normal object will behave in the world. But here objects are not going down at all, it is still hanging in the air. Okay, this is a static object. Okay, now stop playing this. Control S. Let me create a new scene. Let me create a new scene. Let me add a cube. Save the scene as experiment 2. Now I have added a cube and I click the play button. Cube is just standing in the air. Now I want to make this cube to behave like a real world object. So first select the cube, go to component. Can you see in the menu you can find a component option. Then physics, the first option is rigid body. Yes, just click this. So basically in Unity, if you want to make any game object to be a real world object, then for that object we have to add a component called rigid body. How we are changing the color through the material component. Similarly, rigid body is a component, okay, that will make the object to be behave like a real world object. See, now I have selected the cube, component, physics. The first component is rigid body. I just click this, and this adding rigid body should happen only once. You should not add many times. How to confirm whether I have attached once or twice? Guys, after attaching, go to the inspector. Here you will come to know how many times okay, you have added that respective component. Here can you see only one time the rigid body is attached, right? I didn't attach multiple times. But in the generally outside, if those guys are not aware about the actual problem of rigid body, they will simply add 2 times, 3 times. If you are adding rigid body more than once, okay, it won't throw any error at all. It won't throw any error at all. But the problem is, what is the gravity value? How much is the gravity value? Minus 9.81. Minus 9.81. Okay, that is for one time gravity. If you apply the gravity, the same rigid body thrice, it is moving, rather than moving with minus 9.81, okay, it will move thrice faster than the actual gravity value. Okay, so now how to confirm whether I have attached once or twice? I have selected the cube, component, physics, rigid body, I clicked. Immediately in the inspector, okay, you just scroll down. Here you just cross verify whether the rigid body component is attached or not, and how many times it is attached. Can you see here? For my cube, I attached a rigid body. Can you see this? I have attached only once. Okay, don't try to attach many times, because rigid body is one of the costliest component. That component is mainly focusing to add a physics to all the game objects. So by mistake, okay, if you are adding the physics rigid body to all the walls, ceiling, floor, that is unnecessary thing, right? It won't throw any error, but that is unnecessary thing. Because of this, okay, that will drastically reduce the performance of the game. Why? Because the majority of the CPU processing time has to spend to calculate the physics for the whole game, but that is unnecessary. Okay, you have to add rigid body only to the respective game objects, not for all the game objects. So now I have attached the rigid body and I have cross verified, and if you click the play button, you see now the cube is falling down. Previously nothing happened. I have created the whole pattern and I didn't find not even a single movement in any of the game object, but now I have created a new scene, cube, the inspector. Okay, I have attached a rigid body component. See, in the rigid body, okay, you can find all those properties. Can you see? Use gravity, mass, drag, angular drag, all these things. Can you see this? Now control S. If you play the scene, the cube is going down. Yes. How many of you have verified this? Is the object going down? Is the object going down? Okay, so now this is the perfect output, and I have to confirm one more thing. Till where this object will go, it should reach the normal surface. Till that point only it should go down. Beyond that, okay, it should not go, right? Yes or no? Okay, so for that, in the menu you select the game object, 3D object. Okay, here you can find a plane. Here, okay, you can find a plane. Just click. This is a 2D plane. This is a 2D plane. Okay, after that, go to inspector, go to inspector, keep the position as x0, y0, z0. After that, change the scale size x equal to 10 or 5. 5. The z-axis 5 means the plane which is available by default in Unity is a 2D plane. 2D plane means, okay, you can explore only in the x-axis and z-axis, not in the y-axis. In the y-axis, okay, if you give 100 also, okay, you won't get the height like this. It will be extensible only in the x-axis and z-axis. So that is why here I have given the scale value 5 in the x-axis and 5 in the z-axis. Can you see here? Can you see? For the plane, I have added a plane, like how game object, 3D object, I have added a plane and I have reset the values. After that, I increased the scale value x in 5 and z in 5. Yes. Now, still, if you look at the game window, okay, the cube is sinking inside the ground. Okay, either, okay, you just bring the cube little up. This. Now control S. Even like for the plane also, okay, you can apply a material.
So why is it 515?
That is just a value, sir. 515.
Ah,
2D plane means, okay, that can be accessed only in the x-axis and z-axis.
Okay, so
There
why
is no
it is-
point of increasing the value in the y-axis. Okay, it is only one. It will be very small. See? Select the plane. One, one. Only size is increasing. I'm just increasing the size so that can behavior wise no. I just increased the size to just come up with the whole game window to cover up. Okay, but here, okay, you can see some gap. Okay, that is why, okay, if you give 5 na, till here, okay, it will come as a ground. After adding the plane, increasing the size, control S. Now if you click the play button, it will stop on the ground. It won't go further. Yes, done. Are you guys getting?
So we have to move the cube
Bring it
upward.
up, sir. That you bring it up more. You bring that little more. No, play.
If you place it very high, then it will accelerate and
Welcome.
fall.
How many of you have explored till this? Any online attendees? Any doubts?
No doubt. I think we are able to do it.
Okay. Others? Others, no response.
Rachel, are you there? Rachel, Priya, Ravanti, Suresh, are you guys able to do it? Suresh? Priya? Bhimsenji, are you there?
They are
Yes, yes. Avinash, Salvia, done? Go ask them. Yeah, all good. No.
done. Okay. So now using this particular component, okay, we will do one exercise.
And so this is similar, by the way, this is similar to AutoCAD. This is similar.
Till certain some extension.
Uh, I think for me it's completely new. So I'm person I'm learning.
Like they will give the dimensions.
So AutoCAD is more easier or what? Or this is easier?
That is only morning.
Similarly, okay. Hi Nicholas. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Nicholas?
Yes, sir.
Were you present earlier? Or you just don't know?
I joined earlier than I went for some errand.
Are you able to understand this concept? Concept of plane, concept of gravity.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you able to do this?
Yes, sir.
You create a plane, create a cube, then make the cube fall on the plane. Yeah,
Yes, sir. By adding a rigid body, sir, I know.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So now with this component, okay, we will do one small experiment. Okay. See now, once you add a rigid body, immediately, okay, that object won't just hang in the air. Okay, it will come down because of the gravity. See, yeah. So I have attached the rigid body to my cube. So after attaching the rigid body also, okay, if you want to uh, disable couple of functionalities, means okay, that is also possible. Okay, like see, I have added a rigid body, but still okay, if I don't want to make my game object to come down, okay, so you can disable this gravity. Can you see here? Use gravity. Okay, if you uncheck and if you play, now the object won't come down. Why? Because I have disabled the gravity. So like that, okay, you should know how to enable, disable, and how to adjust the properties according to your convenience. Okay, so now let it be. Now
So,
let
so
me.
if we disable gravity on rigidity, what are the other uses if it has?
No, sir. While finding the collision, no, so
Uh,
that time we need this component.
okay,
I
okay,
will
okay, okay, got it.
now let me delete this cube. Control S. Game object, 3D object, cube. Guys, listen. Reset the cube. I am scaling only in the x-axis. And I slightly rotate it like this.
Excellent.
After that, I duplicated. I just brought it little down and I adjusted the position and I have rotated this cube like this. Then I have again selected the first cube and I have duplicated and I have brought it down like this. Okay, now the cube is going out of the frame. So here, if I want to see all the cubes within the frame means, okay, what I supposed to do? Either you bring the camera back, else you make all the three cubes to place little far. Two ways. Either okay, you bring the camera, so you will get more view. Else okay, you select all the cubes, so you bring it little back. Okay, so you can do anything. Okay, so let me go with the camera. You can slightly pull it back. We have to give more distance. Okay, then only okay, it will come within the frame. Okay, so now I have created three cubes. Let me apply the color. Controllers. Let me add a sphere. Reset it. For this sphere, okay, I'm just attaching a rigid body like component physics, rigid body. Controllers. Can you guys do this? See, I will tell you the complexity of this assignment. When you are rotating the cube, you're supposed to rotate only in the z-axis. You're supposed to
Sir,
rotate your cube only in the z-axis. By mistake, okay, if you rotated like this or if you rotated like this, the ball won't go like this. Okay, it will come down like this. That is one complexity. And all the cube, sphere, everything should be aligned in the same z-axis. If you keep one cube here and the another cube here, by looking in the camera view, okay, it will be like properly kept it like that. But if you look at the z value, it will come from this, but it won't fall in this slope. Okay, it will come directly fall down. Are you guys getting? By looking this activity, okay, you can feel that it is very easy, but I will tell you the complexity. Please make sure the cube supposed to be rotated only in the z-axis. First constraint. The second constraint, all the sphere, cube, everything to be kept it in the same z direction. Then only it will fall on one on the other, one on the other like this. Else, one cube like this, one cube if you keep it like this, by looking in the camera view, okay, it will be like you have kept it properly because you are looking like this. But if you look at the depth, this will fall down, but it won't. The sphere won't fall down on this cube. Okay, it will fall down directly. Are you guys getting? Why I am giving all these exercises? Because to practice of making the environment as it is like similar. Because camera can cheat sometime. Because by looking the output, there you can't find the depth, there you can't find the direction, everything. So if you look at inside the scene window, then only you will come to know whether you have kept exactly properly as it is like the design or what. Yeah.
Somebody wants to ask.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any question?
Sir, can you repeat after placing the sphere, please? I missed that point.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, for the sphere, I have attached the rigid body. Like, see, I have selected the sphere, then component, physics, and I have attached the rigid body. After that, Control S, save the scene, and click the play button. Now the sphere has the gravity, so because of that, okay, it is falling on the cube and it is rolling like this because the sphere has not only the gravity, drag, mass, angular drag like that. The rigid body has many physics properties. So that is why, okay, the ball is rolling on from this cube to this and this to here, and finally it is rolling on the ground. Done, ma'am? Or
Yes, sir.
should I repeat once again from the
No,
start?
it's clear.
See, if you look at all the spheres and cube, all the sphere and cube in the same z direction, see, 0. You want to cross verify, select all the objects, the z direction is 0, position 0. And cube is not rotated in x-axis and z-axis. I mean, see, all the cubes are rotated only in the z-axis, not in x-axis and y-axis.
But then when I drag, right?
What's it?
When I try to drag it, it will not coming. Just drag.
Here.
Why is it? Okay.
Leave.
Hello? 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 Nè. Oh. Ay, come on, phone drop money, money for drop me, on the phone drop money. Come on. Kasi amu sa sa ti lang ka dalawang money dala. Ni ama kay no mo kay Sabado.
Anyone who completed
Nakom Sabado. Ano na dalawang money. May na nakom do. Long no ba. Ya ay di sang do sang mo do kay tang le yi ma. Okay. Oh. Okay. I con control ke usa lady. Okay. So this is rolling, right? Yeah, why is it rolling in infinitely? So we need to get some.
No, in some extent, okay, the speed will get reduced and it will stop.
Okay. So, but here, okay, till now we are just observing, but we are not able to control while we are playing.
For that, we have to give the input controllers.
So,
We are just in
so,
the
so, so
manipulation.
can we make some control, like I can just make it like make it like a TT, like a Tetris game is there, no?
We'll do something. We will do one thing. Huh? For that, you don't need to do anything. You keep on playing, okay, and you just based on the gyrometer, okay. So you have to take it from here to there, some channel.
So by the end of this also, everyone will publish one game.
That is simple. Sir. We'll go a little extra.
Yes.
Height. Height is one. For all the game objects, by default, it will come like one only.
What is this one?
Uh, uh. For that object, yeah. So you can check and cross verify here. So see, the plane is in 0. The cube I just kept it like above. Y position.
If I increase the size of the ball, its weight will also increase.
No, sir. In the rigid body, we can give the size here. See,
Okay.
can you see the mass value?
Uh-huh.
I can increase.
Oh.
If you increase the size of the ball, that won't increase the weight of the ball. So the weight, okay, you can assign it over in the rigid body. Mass.
That- I need to save it.
More mass, it will slowly rotate.
Oh, that's why it is. Will it break? Don't break. What about the unit? Unit is not decided.
Hmm. Anyone who completed online audience,
Or anybody who is left to complete.
Chandrasekhar sir
they-
completed.
What is it?
Prashant sir is completed. Prasad sir. Nicholas done. Prachima done. So now you guys are understanding the coordinates, the angles, the position, rotation, right? So this is important. Okay, so don't directly go to the programming or creating big things. Okay, so learn from the scratch. So now this much is done. So the now next concept, you guys know how to use this manipulation tools, right? Manipulation tools in the sense of these tools only: view tool, move tool, rotate tool, scale tool. Okay. So suppose if you want to make any object to move during the runtime, or if you want to control any game object during the runtime, okay, you want to rotate during the runtime, or if you want to increase the size, or if you want to move from one position to another position. So that time, okay, you can't every time come back to the manual mode, you align then play, align play. That is not possible. Okay. If you want to get all these functionalities during the runtime, then in that case, we have to start using our scripting. In the manual mode, okay, we know that, okay, this is the tools, okay, this is how, okay, we are aligning, we are arranging the objects. Suppose, okay, if you want to get this functionality during the runtime, then we supposed to use the scripting part. Okay. So as I said in Unity, we have only one option, that is a C# programming language. Okay, so now guys listen, controllers, file, new scene. I have created a new scene. Let me save this as experiment 3. Experiment 3. And let me add a one cube. I want to make my cube to move right side or left side. Okay, guys, listen. While moving in the manual mode, I know to use these tools. If I want to move this cube during the runtime means, as I said, I have to create a script. So how to create a script? Everything should happen inside the assets folder only, under the project window. Okay, assets, right click, create a C# script. Create a C# script. Once you create a new script, inside the project window, okay, you will get the name like new behavior script. Can you see this? New behavior script. Now the Unity is waiting for me to confirm whether you want to go with the default name like new behavior script or you want to change the name. Okay, especially for the scripting, okay, don't go with the default name, okay, because later if you want to figure out or if you want to identify or update, then if you go with the default name like this, okay, it is very difficult. Here my requirement is that, okay, I want to move my cube. Okay, so let me rename this cube as movement like this, and I pressed enter. I created a new script, then I renamed it, then I pressed enter. Guys, remember, I created a new script, I renamed it, then I pressed enter. Once you've done this, if you double click, if you want to add your own logic or your own programming, then you're supposed to open the script. So if you double click the script, then the script will open in the Visual Studio Editor. The script will open in the Visual Studio Editor. Have you guys created a new script? Is it opened in the Visual Studio? So now immediately, okay, you have to cross verify one thing, that can you check the script name? My name. What is the name of my script? Movement. And you can cross verify the class name. Can you see the class name? Movement. Okay, both the names should be same, then only the script will get execute. Guys, okay, so you have to remember this thing because this is one of the question in the certification exam. Okay, so the class name and the script name, okay, both the names should be same, then only the script will get execute. And this is a object oriented programming language, so that is why by default the C# new behavior script is creating the class. You are not creating. On top of that, this particular movement script is inheriting the base class called MonoBehaviour. So you have to know the basics of programming also. Are you guys from the programming
we have to
background?
create account or no,
Later,
no.
sir, later. Select.
Everybody, I hope everybody knows basics of programming. They should know.
So now MonoBehaviour is a basic class. Inside the base class, okay, we have all the features and functionalities, okay, that will be useful for developing the game related to the gaming perspective. Because in the normal software development, okay, we can use the data type like an integer, character, string. But in the game development, okay, the data are different. Game objects, position, rotation, transformation, rigid body, material, texture, like that. Okay, the data are entirely different. So all those syntax and those logics, if you want to write it inside this particular script, then those things are written inside the MonoBehaviour class. See, without this MonoBehaviour class, okay, if you are trying to declare those variables means, okay, it will throw the error. It will throw the error. So that is why this MonoBehaviour is important. By default, okay, the script will be inheriting like this one. It will come like this. Okay, you don't need to worry. But suppose if you want to know, then you have to understand this. Okay, so I have created only the script called movement. But how come, okay, it is inheriting the MonoBehaviour means, okay, it will come like that only. Okay. Now, see, normal C# means, okay, only using system.collections and using system.collections.generic. That's it. Only these two things will come in the normal C# programming. But here, using Unity engine, I'm going to use the C# script inside the Unity engine. So here it has to give more features related to the Unity aspects. And inside this class, we have two different functions. One is a start function, the other one is a update function. Can you see this? Start function and update function. Yes? Generally, in the normal programming language, okay, when you create a new class file or when you create a new project, by default, okay, you will get one main function inside that programming. So all the user defined functions and all, okay, you have to call inside that main function. So that is how the execution will happen. But here, by default, we don't have any main function. Okay, we have start function and update function. Similarly, we have so many other functions. Those things was hidden. Based on your requirement, okay, you can call it and use it. But primarily, okay, these two functions are necessary in the script to execute. Without that, okay, the script won't get executed. So that is why by default, okay, they have given. This is a Unity default function, start function and update function. And that start function that will get execute only once throughout the game. Guys, remember, start function will get execute only once throughout the game. And update function will get execute every frames per second, or you can consider as a endless loop, or you can consider as a game loop. It will call again and again, again and again, again and again until you click the quit button. Start function will get executed only once. Update function will get executed continuously until you click the quit button. What is the use of two different functions? Anyway, update function is keep on running. Then why I need a start function? Basically, in the game development, when you start playing the game, initially the score value should be equal to 0. The maximum number of chances, okay, which is equal to 3. The high score value which is equal to 0 at the starting, or the health bar value which is equal to something. The number of treasures or the special power-ups which you achieved equal to 0, like that. You have to assign some variables at the starting only once. Yes or no? So such kind of a logic, okay, you have to write inside the start function. And what is the use of update function? When you are going to interact with the player, because player has to be controlled throughout the game, right? See, you are playing the game, suddenly if you are getting a phone call, so the call will get the high priority, but the game will go in the background. And if you forget to close the game, even like after 2 months, okay, if you are checking your background, okay, still the game will be running in the background. Yes or no? And it is waiting for the user to give the inputs. That means one function, okay, it has to be keep on check throughout the game again and again, again and again. So that is what the update function. Are you guys getting? Okay, so now we'll see. Sir, you said that will execute only once. Okay, this will execute n number of times like that. Okay, so I will show you the numbers also. Okay, so now.
So from I save it as movement, okay? But the function name is coming, class name is coming as new behavior.
I will show you. See, this is one way of creating the script. Okay. Now SAR have tried one more method, like say assets, right click, create C# script. He would have pressed enter.
Yes.
he would have pressed enter. After then, okay, he recognized that I'm not supposed to go with the default name. I'm supposed to give some other name like that. So here he is renaming the script, like rename. He is giving XYZ, enter, and he is opening the script. If you look at the script, the script name is XYZ. If you look at the class name, okay, new behavior script. In this case, the script won't get execute. Unity will throw the error that, okay, there is no script based on this particular name like that. Okay, you will go mad. How come the Unity can throw this error? Because inside the project, okay, I have the script I created, it is there here. Okay, then why here the Unity is throwing the error like that? There is no script on this particular name like that. So in that situation, you have to immediately cross verify the class name and the script name. Okay, these two names should be same, then only the script will get execute. Okay, so now in this case, okay, you can change the name like XYZ and close it. Okay, are you guys getting? So now I have created a movement script and update movement script. Inside that I have a start function and update function. So like in general programming, okay, we have an output statement called cout, printf, console.writeline. Similarly here, you can print the statement using two different methods. One is debug.log, else you can go with the print statement. See, debug.log, case sensitive. Let me print start function executed. Here update function execute. Done. This is just a statement which I want to print it and check. So inside the start function, okay, I have written start function executed within the double quote. So that statement will print as it is like that. And inside the update function executed.
So debug log is just like a printf function.
Yes. Now I have created a new script. I have done some modifications. Then how to execute this script? That is important. How to execute the script. Guys, here one more thing. After type the whole code, you're supposed to save the script. Okay, so how to identify whether I have saved my script or not? Guys, listen. Can you see next to my script, can you see the small star mark? If the script is coming along with the star mark means I didn't save my script. Okay, once you press Ctrl S, then the star mark will go. Can you see this? That is the indication or the confirmation that, okay, that you have to save or you have saved the script like that. Okay, now I have saved the script. Go back to your Unity editor. Now how to execute the script? Okay, that is important. Okay, if you click the play button, I didn't understand whether the script is working or not, whether the statement is printing or not. It won't execute. It won't print anything. The reason behind this, whatever, okay, you are keeping inside the hierarchy, only those things belongs to your application of what you are developing. Only those things will get executed. Okay, but in this case, I have created a script, I have done some modifications, but I didn't use it inside the hierarchy. It is still under the project. Can you see, guys? So there is no link between this script and my hierarchy. That is why the script is not executing. Okay, so here, then how to bring the script? Actually, my goal is I want to make my cube to move. So that is the reason I have created the script. Okay, so attach the movement script to the cube like this. Attach the movement script to the cube in the inspector
do it
like
again.
this. We already
Just drag
attached.
and drop.
That's it, we already attached.
Movements.
Cube, in the cube. Then you drag and drop the movement. I didn't show the next part. Kind of part. Attach the script only once. Don't attach multiple times. Don't attach multiple times. Okay.
How to relate it is attached. New behavior cluster.
You didn't rename the script. That only you used. You delete that script and attach.
Fill it again.
Delete. See. Not from there, sir. From the cube you delete. Select the cube. Select the cube. Go to the inspector. You delete it. Then you click the three dots in the corner.
So,
Remove. Now whichever you want that you attach.
create a new one.
Now I have attached my movement script. Okay. After that, controllers. Click the play button. Guys, can you see in the bottom? Will print like this. Just click the collapse button. Start function executed how many times? Start function executed how many times? Once. Update function executed how many times? It is keep on going. There is no 3000, 4000. Okay, it is keep on going. Why? Because I am still running my game. Are you guys getting the difference? Now if I click the stop button, then the execution, the update function will get stop execute. Are you guys getting? This is how the script will get executed. Okay, you should know to create a script. You should know to attach it to the respective game objects and try to execute it. How many of you have done till this? Any error? If at all, if you have any error, okay, in the bottom, okay, you can see the red color statement. In Unity, at the very bottom, okay, you can see the red color statement. Just double click that statement and read what it says. Then you have to fix that bug. See, in my script, I have given only two different statements. Only two statements: debug.log, start function executed, debug.log, update function executed. That's it. Logish. How many of you have executed? It's working, right?
Before you can
Go there.
Sir, I could execute this one,
Ah,
but as soon you are adding one script, how are you renaming it? Because I did similarly how you have showed second time, renaming later, and but as soon you it is not happening. So can you
share
show
your
that?
screen. Huh?
There's a couple of ways of attaching it. You can search it here
Use
also.
the permission to
And I can search the name
No, sir. Can you add it one more script?
from here.
Oh, okay.
Use this, or you can just drag and drop it on the key. That's also fine. Once you do that, just very quick.
What do you want me to do, ma'am? Tell me, ma'am.
Drag and drop it on the name itself, or drag and
Add
drop
one more script, sir. So as soon you are adding, you are changing the name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm changing the
Okay,
name.
okay. Before entering, okay, fine, sir.
click on that and it shows. This collapse button, basically right now everything is being printed in individual lines. It will just show you the count of how many times. Yes. So this line has been printed by 1000 times and this is that's the use of this line. That's it. It's just going to shorten it.
How many of you have executed?
So what can you do? Huh?
click collapse. Okay. Start function executed how many times? Okay. Once. Update function executed, it is keep on going.
So we see this where that objects. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the console.
Yes.
So this is done every second or every what?
Every frame,
Every frame.
60 frames.
Okay. Now if I want now this screen, if I want to go to previous screen, how do I go? Source model screen.
See, one more thing. Now the doubt is, sir, till morning, okay, we have created different scenes. Now we are in the experiment 3. So how to go back to the previous scenes? Okay, all the scenes you have saved inside your project folder. Okay, see under your project here. Okay, can you find the scene folder?
Yes.
Just open that scene folder. Here can you find experiment 1, 2, 3? Just click. You can go back to the previous scenes. Yes, okay, here, okay, you have a filter. Can you see here? Next to the project window, here, okay, you can find one icon. It's a combination of circle, square, and triangle. Can you see this? That is a filter. Just select that filter and click only the scene. So only the scenes will be filtered.
Okay.
Okay, and after that, okay, in the search option, okay, you can clear the search option. So it will go back.
Yes, select directly here also.
Yes, double click.
Let's select here and clear the queue. And if I put the script again.
Done.
Actually, is it working fine now?
ಇದನ್ನ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು.
Done, done, done.
ಅದು
Fine, fine. Or any of you are coming by bus? Any of you are coming by bus?
No, sir. I'm in hostel.
You are in hostel. Mm, some of the stuff we have to go like 5:30. Gayatri, can you hear?
Sir?
So
Yes, sir.
up to what time is fine? This class for 5:30 or 5:15?
5:30. I'm fine with 5:30, sir.
Okay. Then we can do up to 5:30. And yes, now people are able to do some animation.
So we'll do one thing, one last thing, then you guys practice once again from the morning, whatever we have discussed. Okay, so now this is how, okay, we are creating a new script and we are execute. Okay, so now my requirement is, okay, I want to make my cube supposed to move. I want to make my cube supposed to move. Okay, so let me comment this line. Comment this line, start function and update function. Go back to the editor. Yeah. So this is the last scene which I was working. Now, if you want to manually move this cube, we have two different options. One is in the scene window, okay, we have a tools. So you're supposed to select the cube, you select the move tool, then you just decide, okay, which direction, okay, you want to move. This is one option. Else, in the inspector, we have a transform property. Under the transform property, we have position X, Y, Z. So if you adjust this value like this, then the object is moving. Whatever okay, you are applying there, that value will update over here. In whichever the direction okay, you are moving, okay, that value will be reflected over there. We have two different ways to move the object. But now I want to get my movement during the runtime. So here I can't access these tools during the runtime, but I can access the properties of these cubes during the runtime. That is what programming. Okay, I can't access these tools through the programming. I can access these properties using the programming. Okay, so now transform is a class. Under the transform, okay, we have a position. Okay, and the position has x vector, y vector, z vector. Means right vector, up vector, down vector, left vector, forward vector, back vector, like that. Okay, we have 6 different vectors. Okay, these are all the values. Okay, so now transform inside the script, inside the start function. I just pressed transform. Okay, transform means this particular script which I have attached into the cube. So this indicates the cube's transform. Okay, using this transform, I want to move my game object. So we have one function called translate.
Transform by default, it doesn't go.
It will come soon. See, if you are not getting the intelligence, guys, fix this. Go to edit inside the editor window. In the editor window, click edit, preferences, preferences, external tools, external tools. Here the external script editor, you select Visual Studio. Don't select open by file extension. Change into Visual Studio 2022 or 2019. That's it. Once you select this, you close the whole Visual Studio scripting one and open it once again. After that, you try, the intelligence will work. Is the intelligence working? Means okay, if you start A, okay, all the A series keywords supposed to pop up. If you press T, then all the T series keywords supposed to come. Why? Because then only okay you can avoid the syntax error. Suppose if you not remember whether the syntax is starting with capital or small, then it will be difficult for you to type the code, full code. So now transform dot translate. Translate is a function which carries a parameter. Transform dot translate. Translate is a function which carries a parameter. Parameter means what? Okay, I have to mention. See, now I am demanding my cube to move. So that is why here I have called a translate function. Translate means, okay, for the cube, we have 6 different directions, either right side or left side or up or down or forward or back. In which direction, okay, you want, that you supposed to give the option. That is what the parameter. Okay, so now all the x, y, z values are in the form of vector 3. So vector 3 dot Right. Okay, right into 1.0 f is the meter which I want to move from its original position. Transform dot translate, transform dot translate. Translate is a function which carries a parameter. Here I have to mention which side I want to move my cube. So that is a vector 3 variable. So vector 3 dot right or left or up or down or forward or back, that I have to mention. So now I want to make my cube supposed to move towards to the right side. Okay. Control S.
How it is getting this component we are working?
Huh?
How it is getting how we are linking this script to script part. Means we can
See, I attached the scripting.
means I can attach this single script to 2-3 cubes.
All the cubes will move.
Only. There is no way to misuse.
See, wait, let me tell you. Okay, see now, controllers. Let me keep my cube in the default position like 0, 0, 0. Okay. In the script, I have mentioned like 1.0. Okay, from the original position to 1 point. Okay, it's supposed to move. Control Z. Click the play button. Guys, listen. You go with the focused mode. Did you see the output? Any change occurred? What is it? It shifted to the right side. Okay. Select the cube. Before executing, okay, what was the position of what was the value of the x? 0. After executing, okay, the x value became 1. So right side, okay, it shifted 1 meter. Are you guys getting? Right side. Right side, it is shifted 1 meter. See, let me execute once again. By default, my cube's x, y, z value is 0, 0, 0. And I have done this particular change in the scripting. So you don't need to again drag and drop the script. Okay, if you save the script, okay, this update will be applicable there also. Click the play button. It is shifted right side. Can you see the cubes? Well, you can cross verify also. X value is 1. Now why the script is moved only once? Because it is inside the start function. Suppose if you give the same script inside the update function, now you just click the play button. It is moving. Can you see? The cube just went like that. Can you see this? It is just went like that. See, it is keep on moving. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like that. It just keep on moving.
Okay.
But paste it. How many of you have executed till this? Now you have to understand one thing. The cube is moving with the smallest value like 1.0. I didn't give 100 or I didn't give 10. I just given only one, only one. One is a very small value, right? Even though when you are checking the output, the cube is just moving like anything. Can you see that? The cube is just moving like anything. The reason behind this, now the code which I have written is working based on the performance of the hardware. If you execute the same code in the lower end machine, the speed will differ. If you execute in the very lower end machine, okay, there the speed will differ. This is not the good feature of the software, right? If you are playing a Candy Crush, the feature, the behavior should be similar across all the platforms. Graphics can vary. Graphics can vary. Because of that, okay, the quality will get differ. But the functionality should not get differ, right? It should behave similarly across all the platforms. But now the code which I have written is not working based on the, I mean, it won't work similarly across all the platform. It is working based on the hardware which is available. Mine is a 16 GB RAM and 8 GB graphics card. So it is just going like this. If you really check this in a very, very lower end machine, it will move very slowly. It should not happen. Okay, so now one question. Across all the platforms, one thing which is common. What is it? Platform means Windows, Android, iOS, web, huh?
Pixels.
Pixels, time. Is the time is running very fast for the iOS users? No, right? For the Android users, is the time running very slow? No, right? That is the only thing which is constant across all the platform. Everywhere it is a 60 second equal to 1 minute, 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. So now, whenever okay, I'm moving my game object like this, along with that value, I have to multiply like time dot delta time. Now you see the output. Can you see the smoothness? This is the output, okay, which will come in all the platforms. Can you see this? See, I have to multiply with time dot delta. Done. Is it working? Now you know the difference, right? Okay, where you can give, you're not supposed to give such kind of a code. Okay, for just a beginning purpose, okay, you can give, but if they doesn't know about, okay, this is the problem means, okay, then you have to understand that you can multiply with this. Now, suppose like Kapil was asking, right? Control D. I have one more cube. If I want to make this cube also towards to the right side, you don't need to create one more script. Attach the same moment script. Control S. Why? Because reusability. C++, the major concept of the C++ is reusability. Even you can ask whether this script is only for the cube. What about the sphere? Okay, add it to sphere also. Attach the moment script. Control S. Yes, so if at all if you want to get the similar feature for a couple of objects, okay, you don't need to create a different scripts. Okay, so you have to write a script in such a way that okay you can reuse that script in other places.
Sir, if I want one of the object to move in the opposite direction,
So that time you have to create a one more script,
one
sir.
more.
We
Okay,
have
one
done with
more.
the material, na? Material and other things. See, let me create one more script. Assets, right click, create a new script called move left like that. Okay, I have created. So inside that, instead of moving in the right side, Control C, you can call it like vector 3 dot left. Then let me remove the movement script from this cube. Let me attach the move left script to this cube. Is it fine, sir?
Beautiful, beautiful.
So now I want all of you to practice with, you create 6 different cubes. All the 6 different cubes supposed to move in 6 different directions. Try to practice it and try to remember. See here, you have to change only the parameter like vector 3 dot. Dot means okay, you will get all the series. Right means it will go to the right side. Left means it will go to the left side. Up means it will go to up. Down, forward and back. This is what the difference between the normal programming and the game programming. Okay, this is what we are calling as a game programming because the data type, the syntax, everything will differ. Okay, even like, sir, I want to move my cube in the diagonal way, the adjacency. So you don't need to write in 2 different scripts. Okay, that can be possible like right side in one frame and up. These are all the experiments. Up. Can you see? It will move one frame in the right side, one frame up, one frame right. So it will move diagonally. See? Sir, I don't want my cube to keep on move. It has to stop in some extension. I don't want my cube to keep on move. Okay, it has to stop some extension. What to do? Okay, see now. In this left, okay, I will show you. Before going to execute this particular line, let me add a condition. What is the condition? If transform dot position dot x greater than, because I'm moving into the left side, okay, so it is a greater than symbol, not less than symbol. If you're moving towards the right side means okay, less than. If you're moving towards to the left side means okay, it is a greater than or equal to minus 5.0 f, means till it should reach minus 5 that particular time, okay, this code will get executed. Okay, once it reaches minus 5 means okay, it won't get executed. See, from the sphere, no? My sphere by default, okay, I have kept it in minus 7, no? So that let me bring it here because first frame itself, okay, the condition is wrong, okay, it won't get executed. Okay, sorry, this cube. Can you see this? I have attached into the cube the left. Listen. See the value here. Are you guys getting? So you guys decide the boundaries like till where you want to move your cube supposed to move. and all the cubes supposed to move in one direction. So just try to practice only these two things and try to remember the interface, tools, applying color, creating patterns, directions, all these things. Okay, this is enough for the today's. Okay. Hmm?
Second case for DS.
Which left direction.
F is frame. Yes. That is float. Huh? Float means what?
Decimal
Okay.
value.
This is no.
You have to add that
Uh-huh.
that suffix like that. That is a syntax.
No, vector, yes. Vector dot, okay, 1.0
Vector
F
trade.
is 1.0 is a float. Who is the with here?
Which ones? 1.0.
1.0 is F is a float, right?
Yeah.
So if the
Stop the record.